WAOH is brought to you in part by Scooters Coffee. Visit Scooters Coffee today, East Market Street at Arlington, near the East End and former Goodyear World Headquarters.
Today I get to talk with Anthony Pyror. He is from Pyror Masonry. Anthony, how are you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. All right. Go ahead and share just a little bit about your company. What is Pyror Masonry?
Sure. Well, we are a masonry restoration and repair company. So basically what that means is we do tuck pointing, patching, caulking, washing, sealing on mainly commercial masonry buildings, stone, brick, block, concrete. We do some residential, but we're more of a commercial company. We actually have an aerial restoration team, so that's kind of our niche.
Okay.
So which basically means we do multi-story commercial buildings off of swing stages where you're kind of rappelling down off the side of a building, or like a tall JLG lift or something along those lines. So it's kind of fun.
That's fun. That's also kind of unique and intense work. How did you get into this?
Man, it was just a gift from God, to be honest with you. So we've been doing a lot of other repairs, and we've been slowly kind of identifying this market, and one day we got a job, and we kind of went all in, and we haven't looked back since.
Wonderful. Okay, so what location do you serve? Do you serve all of Northeast Ohio, even larger locations?
Yeah, so we're pretty much all over. So, I mean, Northeast Ohio is our home. Our shop's down on Akron Peninsula Road down here in Akron, so we're relatively local. But the nature of the business, we work all over. So we got a job in Sheffield Lake. We're over in Cleveland. We're working on a job down in Cincinnati. So we kind of work all over, but our main base is here in Akron.
All right. So can you share one of those jobs with us? What's kind of been the most interesting job that you've done recently or in the past year?
Well, one of the most interesting jobs we did is we had a project where they actually had some concrete balconies on a commercial building that were failing. And so, yeah, it was kind of like an emergency.
It's a little scary, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little scary. And it happens. Buildings get a little bit older. And so, we had to go out there and kind of hurry up and fix some stuff to make it safe again. And those are the kind of jobs I actually really enjoy, because it's a little bit of a challenge. It's a little bit, and I don't know, it adds some unique challenges that I actually look forward to. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you do all the work personally? Do you have a team that you work with?
No,
what does that look like?
Yeah, I get to do stuff like this these days. Doesn't mean I don't get my hands dirty, but for the most part, I'm kind of doing these kinds of things. I have a really qualified team that helps us out. Mm-hmm. We have a really good culture where we're actually able to attract a lot of young talent, which in the trade is almost unheard of. People call me weekly looking for work.
Oh, that's great.
Which again, in this day and age of the trades, it just doesn't happen. Unfortunately, the masonry trade is it's getting smaller and smaller, and it's harder and harder to find guys that do it. And but we've been very fortunate that we've attracted some very good qualified candidates, and they love what they do, and it's going really good.
Now, how would someone get into masonry if they were interested in doing that? Do they go to trade school? What does that look like?
Yeah, there's a couple trade schools. A lot of guys end up going to the union. We are not a union company. But a lot of guys do go into the union, or you just reach out to somebody like me or another company and kind of start off as an apprentice and kind of work your way up through, kind of learn hands-on kind of thing is the way that most people will do it.
Okay, yeah. That's great. So if someone's watching and they might have a building that needs some work, because that's kind of what you're here for, hoping to get some more clients, how would they reach out to you and get in touch with you? And maybe even if they're not 100% sure they're going to hire you,
right?
Can they get a consultation?
Sure, absolutely. The easiest way to reach us is masonryinfo.com. Masonryresto.com is our masonryinfo.com is our email. Masonryresto.com is our website. That's the easiest way. All our information's on there. You can probably find what you're looking for and reach out through that.
All right, great. Can you share with me a little bit more about the residential projects you might do as well? Or are you mostly sticking to commercial?
So we do some residential projects. Mm-hmm. Typically for residential is like chimneys, things like that. Again,
right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we're definitely we like the air. We like being up in the air. So we definitely do those higher, elevation things. And so that's typically a chimney. That's where you'll find us most time on our residential project.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Did you hear recently about the guy that got stuck in a chimney here in Akron?
No, I did not hear.
You might have to fix that chimney.
Yeah, maybe.
When they took him out, they probably couldn't keep the chimney totally intact.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll have to be fixing that one. It's kind of a crazy story, just happened a couple days ago. But anyway, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Anything else that you want to share with our viewers?
Well, one thing that we've started, and one of the reasons that we attract such good quality clients is we actually started a Father's First program.
Okay.
So we are very proactive in supporting fathers and single fathers inside of our company, which is unheard of, and especially inside the trades.
Yeah,
and so we have some unique things that we offer. And so if anybody wants information about that program, please feel free to reach out.
Can you expand a little bit more on that?
Well, it's basically, I'm a single father myself.
Okay.
So I've know some of the unique challenges that can provide. And so we offer flexible scheduling. So like some of the guys at work can take their kids to school.
Oh,
we think that's really important for some quality time with their kids. Maybe they leave early a day and the team will cover those hours so they can, go to a ball game or something like that. So we have some unique programs like that. And we're trying to build a network of other companies that are father first friendly. And, we can help for referrals and kind of say, hey, this is something that we offer. We are proactive in the community at supporting active fathers. So it's kind of a passion of mine.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yeah.
So if someone's watching and they're interested in that program or they're interested in any masonry work, one more time, give us that website.
Yeah. MasonryResto.com is the easiest way to get a hold of us.
All right. Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you so much, Anthony, for being here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching here on Good Morning Akron. We had a great morning. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got more great stuff coming up next.